my friends, it's Selma Kelly, and it's this time we are seeing crime and we are seeing some other things. I could not wait to bring this episode to you because this is something that I've been thinking about, pondering about, and doing a little bit of research, and I'm going to try to give you everything that I have found. But before I do, please do me a favor, subscribe, hit that like button, do all those good things, because you know what? We are climbing the ladder to 7,000 subscribers. And if this is your first time here, welcome. At 7,000 subscribers, I'm doing a giveaway. And in the giveaway are two Kipper decks to two individuals. Don't have to do anything, just be here. And we'll have that video that explains everything coming out, but it's not a YouTube giveaway. So I will do that. And also, you'll be getting a giveaway of a reading, a video reading with me. And for those of you who have one, you know that it is definitely for you individually. You ask 2 questions. And if you want to order one of those, I'll put the link in the description. Also, I want to say, if you are a member of this channel or if you want to join this channel, please feel free to. And if you haven't already, there is a post in my community tab for members only to please put the name down that you would like me to give you a shout out in my videos. So please do that. Please do that. And here we go. I have my grandmother's deck, the Gypsy Witch cards. We have the Mythic Tarot, we have the Cartomancy, and we have the Old Boy. I'm going to put these to the side. We have the Old Boy Tarot because, well, he gives us some really, really, really good meanings and answers. Now, what is this all about? Well, I'm going to tell you. We are in October, and a time where we think of Halloween, and we think of Hallows Eve, and we think of all those things. But there's one thing that many think about, and we glance over it, and that is Salem, Massachusetts. Now, I've been wondering, is there a connection between some of these bad actors and some of the people that were in Salem? And I was very surprised to find out what I did. And in the little time that I have found out, I've not been able to really get into a lot, but I got into enough. The first thing that I want to say is today is October 8th. Tomorrow, October 9th, is the birthday of one of the Salem witches that was accused and hanged for witchcraft. Who was that? John Proctor. John Proctor. Who was his wife that was also convicted along with him? Elizabeth Proctor. Now, she did not hang, but John did. Amazingly enough, with October 9th being his birthday, this was really something because he was accused by someone else of trying to strangle his wife, and therefore they thought he was a witch. Now, who else do you believe is in the lineage of John Proctor? All signs point to Trooper Michael Proctor. Now, I've not been able to fact check that because I don't know enough about Trooper Proctor's family. But there are over 1,348, genealogy groups that point everything to Trooper Proctor. Now, when was all of this going down for John Proctor in Salem, Massachusetts? It was August 5th. What happened to Trooper Michael Proctor? Well, August 2nd, he was, well, you can say he was suspended by the Massachusetts State Police for his lies and his behavior in the Karen Reed trial. Now, I want to move to the side for a second. I know, that gives me chills. I know. But let's move to the side for a second. Judge Beverly Cannone was a Prescott. One of the Prescotts was involved with the witch trials in Salem, Massachusetts. Were they related? I'm going to say there's a great chance that they are, but I don't know that as fact. But what really is fact is that Stoughton, Massachusetts, used to be a part of Canton, Massachusetts. Stoughton, Massachusetts was formed in 1726. Canton broke off because there was an affiliation with a Chinese name. That's another story, and nothing wrong with that. But now we have Stoughton and Canton, which is maybe, 2 or 3 miles between the two of them, if that? Well, who is Stoughton? Well, the city is named after William Stoughton. But they show that it is his father, Israel Stoughton, who had the first grist mill in Stoughton, Massachusetts. It was William Stoughton that became the lieutenant governor of Massachusetts. Well, who is this William Stoughton? He was the judge in the Salem Witch Trials that was harsh and who would not listen to anything else but his wanting these people demised for witchcraft. They hung 19 people. I think 20, actually. And you know what else? There was a dog that they also executed for witchcraft. That's how wild this thing is getting. But the Stoughton Mass, so there's some energy around there, my darlings, because we have the Sandra Birchmore. Then we have Karen Reed. Then we have Anna Walsh. And I'm going to say there is such this energy around there. Spirits don't like this stuff. And when you get all this messing up, hey, I'm a believer in that. And I think some of you believe that too. There are a lot of forests around in that area. There's Blue Hill Reservation, which is beautiful. I've been there. But there's also some other forests, and some of them say that you can see faces in the tree bark, that they're spirits. Native Americans are definitely from that area, with no doubt. First inhabitants, if you ask me, most likely they are. But that is what I'm getting. And with all these dates, John Proctor's birthday is October 9th. Why is this coming up? Are we going to see something happen on October 9th? Wednesday, October 9th? I don't know. But you know, the city of Stoughton doesn't say anything about how they dedicated the city to a murderous judge. That's what he was. William Stoughton was a murderous judge in 1692 by hanging these people falsely for witchcraft in Salem, Massachusetts. There's a beautiful seal in Stoughton. Stoughton is a beautiful town, and it's nobody's fault. And I just want to let you know that this is no one's fault. In 1726 is when Stoughton, Massachusetts, was formed. So this was a little while. And you know, it took the governor stepping in and putting a halt to all this carrying on about the witches. And the state of Massachusetts actually gave them some type of restitution, which was not much. Don't know if you know this, but Sarah Good, whose family, her father owned about 30 acres north of Canton and Stoughton, Massachusetts. This whole energy, and she was hanged. She was an older lady, and her hearing was bad. And in the court, they actually acquitted her. And when they asked her a question, she answered it wrongly. And then they retried her and found her guilty. I think that's how the story went, but yeah, they hanged her too. Yikes. I should have given a trigger warning. I'm sorry that I didn't do that. But when I edit this, I'll probably do it right in the beginning because this is some heavy-duty energy. So it's no wonder we have this energy going on in Massachusetts. Now, do you believe that? Well, I believe that there's evil. I mean, look. And Trooper Proctor? I don't know. John Proctor was said to be a good guy, but then he was accused of trying to strangle his wife, Elizabeth. She didn't hang, by the way. She had to fight for her inheritance because when he knew, John Proctor knew that he was going to be executed, he wrote out his will, and he didn't include Elizabeth because he thought she was going to go too. She didn't. And all of this went to his sons and his family. She had to fight to get what was rightfully hers. Amazing, right? But all of this kind of gives me the creeps because I know that the energy, and especially the energy of the land, this was bad. This is bad, as we know. This is bad energy. And for those of you who are in the UK, you know you had witch trials over there too, and then they came over here and had them as well. So definitely people from that area of Salem definitely migrated to Canton, Stoughton, Stoughton, Dedham, all of these areas. So let's get the cards out. I want to see. And you know the questions I'm going to ask is I'm going to use this tarot and I'm going to ask, is the energy from the Salem Witch Trials causing? And from John Proctor, is this causing what's going on there? All this problems with the police, all this energy, what's going on? Is that problem? Is that causing it? The King of Swords is out. He's here to judge. That's what he's doing. The Page of Pentacles. Yes, because in the Salem Witch Trials, they got restitution and money was involved. Three of Pentacles. We're going to take a look at that. Oh my. Oh my. The Hanged Man. Well, I'm going to take that as a yes, my darlings. That energy is there. Now look, I'm just going to say this. If Michael Proctor is not even remotely involved or related, and if Beverly Judge Cannone or Prescott Cannone, I believe that's her maiden name, everything indicates that it is and was, there's still that energy there. You can still pull that energy. But you see, the city of Stoughton has just kind of glanced over things a bit. And good grief, can you blame them? The city dedicated and named after a murderous judge. Okay, let's do some readings, my darlings, putting this to the side. I've asked, does this energy have to do with Proctor? Does it have to do with anything? The answers are yes, because there's judgment there. This King of Swords, there's definitely judgment. Because you see, there is the scales of justice balanced. And with this, and you see he's half dressed, and you know the reason he's half dressed is because he tells the naked truth. His sword is upright, meaning he's not going to fight, but he's a king, and if he has to, and if he's in that position, he will. He fights for justice. This Page of Pentacles, in all of these cases, money is involved, and that is definitely, money is an issue. Now, what about the Three of Pentacles? This Three of Pentacles is, you see these people coming to this gentleman here. This gentleman here is a builder. He helps people with advice, with building, and they're bringing him pentacles to say, I need your help. But look at this Hanged Man. Usually this is to learn things from a different perspective. And with that Three of Pentacles, they are trying to build these cases around the Proctor investigations. Will that happen? No, they're not going to be able to build that. In fact, I'm wondering if this Walsh dude is going to walk on a technicality. I have to ask that. Probably not. But, you know, he's proven he's innocent until proven guilty, even though we feel that we know what he did. Where is his wife? Should somebody look in the forests? Consistency. That is what's been a question now in these cases that Trooper Proctor has investigated. Zero. To the point where we see these definite sleepless nights and thinking, here's this, now what about that? And if you do this and you do that, what about this? And then about that. At this point, you see down here on the bottom is this person is even laying on a bed that has conflict carved in the wood. And each one of these blue squares have a indication of the zodiac sign. So that tells us that, well, nobody is immune. We all go through the sleepless nights. So what is going to happen? This is why I wonder if Walsh is going to walk away from murdering his wife because of the inconsistencies of Trooper Michael Proctor during these investigations. But he's near water, and all water comes from the High Priestess in the tarot, and it indicates truth. The Eight of Cups. This person has lined up all these cups, and there's one missing. It's the 9. Now, some people think, okay, well, he gave up. No, I don't think so. I think he's done all he can do, and now it's time to walk on toward that 9th cup, which is the yes card, the wish come true, and even what's manifested. There's going to be some choices that are made in this, my darling, and look at the number of this card. It's the 9 of Wands, this fiery element that's going to open up doors. Will we see doors open October 9th? I wonder. I have chills. Maybe you do too. But will we see something start happening? Probably behind the scenes that it will. But there's so much involved with these cases, all 3. That it's hard for me to think No, this energy has nothing to do with it. Look at this. Look at the look on his face. You know what my question is? It's not so much has he made a choice, but has he walked away from other choices? Let's get Grandma's cards out. Here we go. I know you all like these cards because they're just, oh my goodness. They just give you the down and dirty, don't they? I love them. I love them. And I don't know why I feel like I have to whisper to you all because, I mean, after all, but it's just gripping. Isn't this gripping? The key. Oh my, and look at, oh my. We're going to talk about that. We're definitely going to talk about this. The mouse. So we have the 4 of clubs, the 6 of spades, pardon me. Now, you see this? I'm not going to say that word because it sounds like I'm talking about some type of abuse, but that means swords. It's an ace of spades. And then I'm going to tell you about the cartomancy of this. Oh my, remember when I said they were moving on from this 8 of cups to the 9? Well, my darlings, in this card right here, this is equal to the 9 of cups. It's the 9 of hearts. This is the 9 of hearts equal to those cups, and it's the ship. Now, I'm going to lay out some of these. Our fire element cartomancy. Let me know in the comments. Are you loving this? Do you think I'm just kind of doing the woo-woo thing? Maybe it's because I watched Salem's Lot last night. I don't think so. I don't think so. And also Saturday night when I go live. Yes, Saturday Night Live. I'm going to give you my picks on the Halloween movies. If you like the old ones, I'm not into the slasher stuff. All right, here we are. I'm going to save this one to last because, you know, I always have to do that. All right, this mouse is loss. The 6 of spades means that there's a loss that is going to be so hard to recover. This card even says irretrievable loss. The mice also is a card that basically says situations are nibbling at people. Gnawing, the truth is gnawing at a lot of these people. This swords card, I'm just going to say this swords card, basically says it's a threat and assaults. And you see, look at that emblem. That is the ace of spades. You know what this card is? It's a loss, but it's in the winter. 9 of hearts. This card, basically the ship card, the symbol of riches. The ship has come in, but it also tells of a voyage. And I think the voyage in this, because, you know, that's not really a mode of our travel anymore. It used to be to go across the ocean. You had to take a ship only. But I also believe that this means a long journey. And for all of these cases, this Proctor energy has messed it all up. And this Prescott Cannone energy, the Stoughton energy, Sandra Birchmore, all of this going on, bless her. Look at that, the 29th. This 3 of clubs basically is saying there's a want and a need for stability, and that there is a settlement Now, I do not believe it's a cash settlement. I believe still in my heart that Karen Reed will walk. This 2 of spades basically means there is a parting and it's an end. And it could be a divorce, could be with Proctor. He's losing. I see where they said that Proctor was not fired yet. Well, this 2 of hearts, it can mean living together, sharing together, having a partnership. That's what I think is going on there. I think there's a partnership. Now, I said I wanted to leave this one for last. This is a key. This key is a sign that there are many doors that need to be opened. I'd like for you to all see these pictures. Now, with this door, so sorry, I had to adjust my camera and it clicked off, and here we are. We're not going to lose a beat, my darlings. Here we are. I like to let you see, you can see that too, but I'd like to have you see this and this together. The keys is the key to the future. The key to unlock a door. The key, my darlings, to this, I'm trying to find the words now so I don't get in trouble, because you know this is just for entertainment purposes only. The key that will unlock the door to the truth. I'm going to leave it at that. This 4 of clubs, you know what this is, but I'm going to tell you again. Many centuries ago, those who read the playing cards called cartomancy, that makes me a cartomancer. When you read, you're a cartomancer. When you, the art of reading playing cards is called cartomancy. So when they would read the cartomancy, in which tarot came from the playing cards, they called this particular card the devil's the devil's bedpost. Why? The devil's bedpost means being swindled, being taken, being manipulated, cheating, doing things you're not supposed to do, evil intentions, getting in bed with the devil. Now, why do they say that? Well, you see there's 4 little bedposts here, and when you look over top, you can imagine that that looks like a canopy. The canopy beds of many centuries ago. You see how that looks when you look down on it? Getting in bed with the devil. Amazing, right? Last card out, my darlings. And then, please do me a favor. Don't forget to leave me your names in the post, in the community that I've given you, if you are a member. And you can become a member at any time, because I want to shout you out. You all are supporting me, and I love it. And also, don't forget to get your video reading. And I'll leave that in the description and a link for Patreon. Things are heating up, and I'm going to have to do some readings on there because I can't do it here. Here we are. 10 of Wands. 8 of Pentacles. And the Queen of Swords. Look how we end up. We start with this King of Swords knowing the truth. We end up with this Queen of Swords who knows the truth, and the water is the truth. 8 of Pentacles, the consistency. Look at this. The confirmation. What are they consistent of? Screwing things up? I just have to say that. Pardon me for being bombastic, but that's true. There's a consistent pattern here of when they don't like you, look out. If they do like you, well, tickety boom, off to the races, goodbye. Here's your $200. Pass go, get out of jail card. 10 of Wands, you know this card. It's this card that these fiery wands surround this person because of bad choices. The bad choices were choosing a path that was not the right one, and this ship now has run aground because of it. Has the ship for all these cases run aground? I think we're going to see that. Are we seeing that these are going to be definitely cases that we're going to really keep an eye on? Most definitely. But my friends, has the energy of the Salem Witch Trials affected the energy of Stoughton, Mass., of Canton, Mass., the Proctors, Beverly Prescott Cannone? Has it? Now, I'm going to say I could be wrong, but I think there's some facts there. And there's too many connections. John Proctor and Elizabeth Proctor. So why is that? Well, because all of this has focused on the mess-ups and the meshing of Trooper Proctor. Imagine what they are doing. They're parsing through each and every one of his phone records, and you can bet there's going to be attorneys coming out of the woodwork that had Trooper Proctor investigating their clients. And have they been wrongfully incarcerated because of it? Incarcerated. Yes, the energy is fine today. Thank you so much for being here. Let me know if you have any thoughts about this in the comments. Let me know any information you have too. I love it when you're here. Thank you so much. This gave me the creeps. Tell me how you think, and I will see you again next time. I love it that you're here. Bye for now.